birthday wishes. Yeah. Come on up here now. Yeah. Happy birthday first. You crying now. That's why. Yeah. Ain't no birthday like this, hey. That's all right. Well, first of all, Kevin, I didn't know very much about you, so I wasn't sure what to bring you for your birthday. So I asked Diana, I said, what kind of thing do you like? She said, you're a margarita drinker. Like you're sort of a lightweight, you know. And she said, well, you drink really hard, all the drinks are Jaeger anyway. I said, well, I can't bring him no liquor up there at work or anything like that. I said, how would I know him when I go in there anyways? I said, because he ain't going to have no birthday ribbon on or anything. She said, no. I said, maybe I'll stop by the house and take a peek at him, you know, so that way I know who he is when I get out of work. I said, how would I recognize him? She said, well, it depends on what time of day it is. She said, during the daytime, he'd be the one screaming like a girl running away from my little dog. I said, well, okay. I said, but what if it's not during the daytime? I said, it's better for me to slip in there at night, maybe, you know. She said, well, he'll be either one or two places. He'll be so damn drunk he's sleeping in the bathtub, or he'll be the one snoring so damn loud and wake himself up. So I said, well, okay. I said, well, Diana, I said, he sounded like a pretty interesting guy. How did you meet him? She said, well, that's a very interesting story. She said, Harry the birthday fairy. She said, I ran out of gas one day, and I was riding along the road, you know, I ran out of gas, and all of a sudden, old Kevin came to my rescue. He said, honey, he said, you're pretty cute. He said, would you like a ride? Maybe I can give you some help. She said, okay. She said, we got riding down the road. I noticed it gets sort of hot in there. He had the heater on full blast. I said, honey, why you got the heater on so much? He said, baby, the heater's stuck. He said, but let me tell you something. He said, if you're uncomfortable, he said, because I like to be comfortable myself. He said, do you mind if I make myself comfortable? She said, no, I don't mind. So Kevin pulled off side the road. And she said, the next thing I looked over, Kevin had pulled off his shoes. And then he pulled off his socks. And I looked at his feet, and I said, oh, my God. She said, that's the ugliest feet I've ever seen. She said, Kevin, honey, what happened to your feet? He said, baby, he said, please don't kid me about my feet, because when I was a kid, he said, I had a bad case of polio. She said, you must mean polio, honey. You had polio when you were a kid. He said, no, honey, I had polio. That's the reason my feet look like that. Don't kid me about my feet. She said, okay. She said, the next thing I know, I look over, he done slipped down his jeans. And I looked at him and I said, oh my God. She said, that's the ugliest knees I've ever seen. She said, what in the world's happened to your knees? Kevin said, please don't kid me about my knees. He said, when I was younger, he said, I had a bad case of measles. She said, measles? She said, honey, you must mean measles. You had measles when you was a kid. He said, no, honey, I had measles. That's the reason my knees look like this. He said, please don't kid me about my knees. She said, well, okay. She said, I was trying to be kind to him. The next thing I know, he done slid down that damn little tight whities. I looked at him. She said, oh, my God, Kevin, don't tell me you had small cocks, too. Yeah. Now, Kevin, you're going to have to come up here for this voice so everybody be able to see. That's all right. You can walk up and right there. That's all right. Because I said, well, how old is he? She said, well, he's 46 years old. 46 years old. I said, well, 46 years old? I said, he's getting pretty old, isn't it, for you, Diana? I said, what, you his girlfriend? She said, I'm his fiancé. I said, you going to marry me 46 years old? I said, he's probably too old to cut the mustard anymore. She said, Harry, she said, he might be too old to cut the mustard, but he's still young enough to lick the jaw. So I had to let him go then on that one, you know. Now, Diana wanted to make sure that you had a magical moment for your birthday. Now, have you ever done any magic before? Yeah, well, that's all right. Well, if you've never done any magic before, to do magic, you got to have one of three things. You either have to have a magic kit. Did you get a magic kit for your birthday? She didn't tell you couldn't talk. Yeah, no, that's all right. If you don't have a magic kit, Kevin, that's all right, because you can have one of them great big long magic sticks. What do they call a great big long magic stick? Yeah, she forgot to tell you it's stupid too. Yeah. Magic wand. Did you get a great big long magic wand for your birthday? Well, if you don't have a magic kit, you don't have a magic wand, Kevin, there's one more thing you can have. That's a wizard's hat. Do you happen to have a wizard's hat by chance? Well, let me see if I don't have something you can borrow down here. What he said, oh shit. Lord, I just gonna see if I got something you can borrow down here because we want to make this a magical moment for your birthday. Oh, wait a minute. Here's something way down here in the bottom. Let me look and see. Oh, Kevin. Just so happened to be Kevin. Oh, that's right. Let me see if I can get it out for you right here. Just so happened to be, I got a wizard's hat that you can borrow right here. Now you can tell that this is a wizard's hat because it's long and it's pointy, it's blue, it's got stars all on it. The stars are to make it look astronomical. Do you know what astronomical means? Means it's got stars all on it. Okay, I just said it. It's also long and pointy. Do you know why? Because it's got in this built-in magic wand, honey. And anybody that wears one of these wizard's hats can automatically do some magic. Now, since we're celebrating your 46th birthday, we're going to take the wizard's hat and we're going to strap it on your head. Put your hand over there. That's when you strap it on your head. Now, we're going to let you wish for anything that you want the whole wide world for your birthday. But all you got to do is sort of concentrate on that object, okay? Sprinkle your hands out in the air. Say the magic word, and whatever you wish for will appear right here before our very eyes. Do you feel it? Now concentrate, honey. Concentrate. Now sprinkle your hands out in there. Come on. Are you ready? Sprinkle your hands out there. Kevin, you look like you're a little nervous up here today. Kevin, I'll tell you what. I don't know. Sometimes for people nervous, it'll make it easier if they take out the built-in magic wand. Here, take the built-in magic wand in your hand. Oh shit! Look like your head was stopped up today. She wanted to make sure that everybody knows your birthday boy. So I brought you a nice little present. It's just 2 pieces of paper. It's yellow and brown and orange on the front side and black on the back side. Now you guys got to remember, it's yellow and orange and brown on the front side and black on the back side. I thought what I'd do, Kevin, give you about half of it, okay? And I'm going to keep half of it for myself. I want you to look at your half very carefully. And after you look at your half carefully, I want you just to take and tear it up some little pieces like this. Can you do that for me? There you go. Just tear it right on up there, birthday boy. And when you get it all torn up, I want you to just take and put it right here in my hands. And I want you to watch carefully. Because we're going to take all the paper that we just tore up, we're going to ball it into a little ball right before your very eyes, okay? We're going to throw it up in the air. We're going to say, happy birthday, Kevin! And look at there, isn't that a nice, pretty birthday present for you? You look like you're a little disappointed. Do you know what it is? Because a lot of people might think, hey, it looks like a ball of torn up paper to me. But some people might think, Kevin, from way far back, it looks a little bit like a flower. See, that way I can pin it right on you.